If you are a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed, what prevents you from subscribing? Please consider subscribing. In this video, we're going to talk about this fire extinguisher here. So we have this 10-pound fire extinguisher. This is a ABC classification fire extinguisher. So ABC referring the type of fire, as you can see here. So we got liquid, we got electrical, and we got wood, trash, and etc. So looking at this extinguisher, do you see any problems here? What are the problems that comes to your mind when looking at this extinguisher? What are the first obvious problem that you see here from observation? What do you see? What do you observe from this extinguisher? What can you tell? If you're an inspector, what can you see? Well, first of all, this extinguisher is discharged. You can look at the gauge. What does the gauge say? The gauge says 0. This extinguisher, an extinguisher that's in service, should always be in the green. Should always be in the green. Another thing is this extinguisher is not mounted. It's just on the floor here. It should be mounted on the wall. Another thing is this extinguisher should be charged and have a tamper seal. Should have this tamper seal so that this pin, this pull pin, should always be secure. And another thing, another problem here is that this extinguisher, the hose, should have the bracket, the proper bracket to hold the hose. It looks like the bracket either broke or it doesn't. It looks like the bracket broke. So there's usually comes with a bracket that will hold the hose, just to secure the hose, so the hose is not like just sticking out like that. Another thing, this extinguisher, it looks dirty, even though that's not a big deal. This extinguisher is missing a tag. Should have a tag, and on that tag it should show a record of a monthly inspection. On the tag should show each month's record of the extinguisher being inspected by a qualified personnel. And there we have it. So just keep in mind, as whether you have extinguisher at home or your place of business, just want to fill you in on what's required, and so that you can keep your extinguishers up to date, and so they can be useful in the event if there's a fire.